25 years ago in 1988, Fred, Josh, and I moved down from the New Jersey shore to Salisbury, Maryland. It was a difficult adjustment for all of us, especially after Fred and I had been raised and lived in New Jersey for all those 45 years. We lived in a little rancher on Cary Avenue while we began building our new home on Shoemaker Pond. It was difficult not knowing anyone, and I wanted to start connecting with some people in the community. One day, while I was in the supermarket, I picked up a publication called the Maranatha Manna. There on the front cover was a photo of some nuns, surrounded by some doggies, from a local ministry called Joseph House that helped the poor, and an article that spoke about the founders of the organization, Sister Elizabeth and Sister Pat. What piqued my interest was the article story about Sister Pat, where she shared about some of her life struggles. Of course, I was impressed that they were dog lovers, but I was really impressed with Sister Pat's openness in sharing about herself. I contacted Joseph House, as the article had mentioned that they depended on volunteers to run most of their outreach. Helping the poor in this manner was not something I had ever done, but I thought this might be a good place to begin meeting people. They were happy to have another helping hand, and I became an interviewer at their center on Boundary Street, which, coincidentally, was led by Sister Pat. And so, to make a long story short, began our journey of friendship, Pat and I, which eventually, after another 2 years, led to her taking a sabbatical and then retiring from her 20 years at the convent. This was part of God's plan, all of it, and I want to use this as an opportunity to fly over those years and pick out some of our highlight memories captured in photos. It's been a unique and non-traditional friendship. So what's traditional anyway? Happy birthday, Pat. Let's take a little jaunt down memory lane. This is our trip in the RV to the Faulkner Retreat House, where you officially turned in your resignation from Joseph House. We used to have a little candy vending route back during those years I was homeschooling Josh. This is us at the Barley Green Convention in Toronto, where we first heard George Malcolmus and his Hallelujah vegetarian diet. We then went to Rogersville, Tennessee, to become health ministers on the Hallelujah diet. We began to get thinner and healthier. We then went to the Barley Green Convention out in the Canadian Northwest. The following year, the convention was in Arizona. You were like an angel to my mom, helping her from 2004 till she passed away in 2008, tending to her many whims. She taught you a lot. You didn't even know how to boil an egg, yet Mom taught you how to cook delicious and healthy meals for us, which you still do today. I think my mom knew you'd be taking care of her daughter with healthy meals after she was gone. Thanks for being there for her, my brother, and I during her final days. This is our Bermuda trip. What a great time we had, schlepping around by bus, ferry, and walking, meeting the locals. And we did it all during the off-season and on a poor man's budget. This is the lighthouse tea room that we schlepped up to in the rain, and we then warmed ourselves up with our first proper English tea. You had never been on a horse before, and the guide gave you Romeo, the lazy horse, to mope along the beaches of Bermuda. You've learned photography. And what fun we've had, meeting lots of interesting people and working what we love to do the best. Here's all your family, Mom, Dad, 2 brothers, and 5 sisters, you being the oldest of 8. You take really great care of our 3 dogs, a parrot, and the fish pond fishies. Samson, the yellow lab, is your own special doggie. We've added garage sailing and eBaying to our adventures. You found this stuffed doll, Maxine, at a garage sale. Maxine says, "Go for it, Patty." We've had lots of challenges and opportunities over the past 25 years. You're a turtle, slow and methodical, and I'm a rabbit, fast and furious. You see details, I see big pictures. You're a helper, I'm an organizer. You're more dependent, I'm more independent. You're more traditional, I'm more spontaneous. You're more socially correct, and I'm more blunt. Somehow God puts us all together, and it works, in spite of ourselves. He's blessed us with this beautiful home we call our sanctuary. Through tough times, He's continued to make provision for us to maintain it all. You, Josh, and me. Here's to looking forward to trusting His perfect plan for many more years and many more birthdays.